a good day at school, monkey.
Have a great day, sweetheart.
My daughter, she was about 11, her name is Ellie, and she did the voice of young Ellie in Up, if you remember that film at the very beginning, the spirited, spunky kid who, is running around like a crazy person with hair out to there. And my daughter was actually kind of like that.
She was just always dancing and had such a great spirit, and she was so joyful. And then she turned 11. And suddenly she was quiet and she wasn't smiling and she was kind of looking down all the time. And he sat at breakfast and he wondered, what happened to Joy? Where did she go? And then he thought, I'm going to make a movie about that.
We wanted to kind of try to capture what emotions feel like and what the shapes themselves represent certain things. Anger is like a brick. He's just a solid, and then he, of course, starts on fire when he's pissed, which is what being angry feels like. It feels like you have fire coursing through you. Fear is like a vein or a nerve, like a really kinked up, nervous guy. And disgust we sort of modeled after broccoli sort of shape and color-wise. Sadness is a teardrop, an upside-down teardrop. And joy is just like an explosion, a star, and she just has so much energy and vitality and no fear at all. She's just the one that makes us go and take chances and risks.
Layout artists function much like a camera scene in a live action film, using storyboard as a guide that position the character in its scenes within the appropriate sets of randomness in front of a virtual cameras and mapping out their basic movements to ensure they are captured from the right camera angle. Artists say set might not be fully dressed, meaning additional props may be added later. However, the layout process helps set dresser determine the best alignments of every object within the composition of its shot. Once the scene has been properly staged, the animation team takes over to bring the cursor to life through movements. Primary and secondary cursor infields are brought to life through sophisticated animation technique. Each cursor is defined by up to 1,000 arcs or hinges built into the skeleton. If animators are like puppeteers and the cursor are like puppets, the alpha represents the puppet string, serving a point of movements that animator manipulate to make the cursor act anymore. Animation is akin to assist in live action filmmaking. They look at reference online, shoot reference footage in the acting room, and import that into the software to begin animating. Their goal is to imbue the cursor with personality and performance, figure out how they work, talk, and move. While the animation team carefully create the cursor movements and facial expression by hand, the simulation team use computer programs to handle the movements of things like clothing. The elements interact with the scene based on scientific principles. Pixar's physics-based simulator control how the texture should move on screen, making it easier for animators. Once the motion looks realistic, the lighting team steps in to light up the cursor and set. In Inside Out, the character's joy is designed to look like a star. She made up glowing particles that shine from her skin. Joy needs to give up a warm yellow-blue light wherever she went, and this light has to move with her energetic movements. Pixar's rendering team created a tool called Geometric Area Lights or Geolights to make it happen. With Geolight, lighting artists could turn Joy into a moving light source so her glow stays with her. Whether she was near a box or other character, her light looked realistic. It even followed her body movements like when she picking up, making her glow seem more natural. This attention to detail shows how Pixar keep improving its lighting technology. The images are then rendered at high resolution. 24 images of over 2 million pixels each are created for each second of the movie. At last, it's time for the final touch on shading, lighting, and effect, and this is the final result.
I know you don't want me to, but I miss home. I miss Minnesota. You need me to be happy, but hockey team. I want to go home. Please don't be mad. Oh, sweetie.
We're not mad. You know what? I miss Minnesota too. I miss the woods where we took hikes.
In the backyard where you used to play.
Spring Lake, where you learned to skate. Come here.
I started this job basically when I came back from maternity leave, and so I feel like I've been growing the last 4 years, you know, on this film and watching my kids grow. Every time I see the film, it's like, cherish all these moments, relish in it. It goes so fast.
I worked on this movie before, during, and after baby. When I came back from maternity leave, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to go back to work full time and every day. And I'm just happy and relieved that I came back to work. And years from now, when she sees the movie and she asks me, why did you leave every day? I can say with my head held high, like, I was a part of something that I think is important.